Let us begin with the opening comments. Mrs. Harp.
Thank you, Darren. Good morning, and good morning, Republican Party of Collin and Hunt County. Now, what a privilege it is to run for Congress to serve both Collin and Hunt County. I am a sixth-generation Texan on my mother's side, and my dad immigrated to this country from Athens, Greece, after enduring the Second World War and the tyranny of communism. He taught the six of us kids to love and respect this country. He also taught us to be mindful of a government that oversteps its bounds. It is truly sobering to think that his lessons in communism are eerily similar to the gross government overreach we see coming out of Washington today. Like most of you, I am a God-fearing patriot who does not want to be the generation that loses the republic. What we need is a congresswoman with the resolve to fight for our liberties and the Constitution. A congresswoman not afraid to go toe-to-toe with Nancy Pelosi or our establishment. A Washington outsider with a proven track record of solving complex problems. Currently, I am the Vice President of Strategic Accounts for an investment bank specializing in mergers and acquisitions. With my background in building business, growing revenue, and negotiating contracts, I am uniquely qualified to help you solve the problems here in this district and in our country. Like most of you, I wonder what this next generation is going to bring us. And I wonder, will we have the new leadership that needs to see us in Washington? I am very proud to be married to my husband for 27 years. And we have 4 wonderful children that we both raised and homeschooled right here in Collin County. I will bring us a renewed resolve to restore the border, government overspending oversight, and a stop to unconstitutional mandates. To be honest with you, Texans are done with politicians. What we need is to make a change. Elect a businesswoman for real change.
Dr. Ricky Williams.
Just call me Ricky.
Yes, sir.
My name is Ricky Williams. My wife, Tammy, and I live right here in McKinney. And can y'all hear me okay? Okay. I am not a politician, and I'm not being groomed by a politician either. I am an educator. I am a 6th-generation Texan and a 1st-generation college student, and I worked my way through school by working in the oil fields of North Louisiana as a roughneck. I began my career in education as a teacher and a football coach, moved up to athletic director, I was a high school principal, and then school superintendent. And I drove a school bus for a full year and lived to tell about it. Yeah. I am currently the Deputy Executive Director at the 2nd largest educational service center in the state of Texas, where we serve over 900,000 students, and I've been there for the last 14 years. I have seen firsthand the damaging effect that our federal government can do to our children and our schools with insidious programs like critical race theory and programs of actual discrimination disguised as diversity, equity, and inclusion. You know, I chose to run for this office ultimately because I want my children to know that their dad will stand up for this country and go toe-to-toe with the Marxists in Washington, D.C., and will fight against those Republican rhino establishments is there as well. You know, the future of our country lies in the hands of our children and our grandchildren. And I want all of our children to know and value our Constitution and the freedoms that our Constitution guarantees. So patriots, this is our time. Right now, this is our time. So help me take back this country. Thank you.
Thank you, Ricky. Mr. Ivanovskis.
Good morning, Collin County Patriots. Let me know if I get too close to the mic. You can probably hear my heart beating. Thank you for allowing me to speak this morning and braving the north winds coming up here this morning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jeremy Ivanovsky. I'm a former Texas peace officer. I served the state of Texas for 13 years. Currently, I'm a flight attendant with a major air carrier here in North Texas, and I am bucking both Biden's TSA mask mandate and his shot mandate. Thank you. Yeah, we're not complying. We're not complying. Airline employees are fighting back and we're not complying. I can't deal with the zombie apocalypse at the airport anymore. I have to smile because when I was compelled to make my candidacy official, folks asked me what my platform was, and my response was, well, my platform is the Constitution. Did you know the sole responsibility of an elected official is to protect each and individual citizen's rights? Let's bring the voice back to the people, a government of the people, by the people, applying only the Constitution. Imagine how great America could be with sound values instituted with integrity, not special interest, global special interests, with shady backroom payoffs and career politicians who serve only to pad their bank account. With the Constitution in hand, we need to defend the First and Second Amendment, move forward on full forensic audits to ensure honest elections, securing our borders, putting an end to child sex trafficking, and most importantly, stop killing our babies. We can do this together and make America great again. President Trump has said.
Thank you, Mr. Ivanovsky. Lieutenant Colonel Self.
Good morning, CD3. My name is Keith Self. I served as your county judge for 12 years, but I want to go back further than that. I left Texas to go off to West Point in New York. I graduated from West Point and served in the Army for the next 24 years. Among those assignments was in the Pentagon with an extremely classified information warfare assignment, in NATO, negotiating with 37 nations to supply forces to Bosnia and Kosovo, in the embassy in the U.S. Embassy in Cairo, Egypt, where we managed $2 billion for the Egyptians. But then I left active duty in 1999, and I was recalled in 2002 to go back to Afghanistan, back to the Gulf for Iraqi freedom to work for General Tommy Franks. After that, I came home and ran for county judge. In the 12 years, after which I self-limited my terms to 3 terms and I left office, we lowered your tax rate to the lowest in the state out of 254 counties. We took private property rights to court and won private property rights in the unincorporated part of the county. I was often the single conservative vote in the executive council of the North Central Texas Council of Governments. We were the first county in the nation out of 3,300 counties to put our checkbook online so that you, the citizens, could see the transparency of who we were actually paying money to. And as I say, I term limited myself after 12 years. But I cannot continue to sit on the sidelines with what I see happening to my country. When I see the moral insanity that's happening, and I hope we get into these issues, I had to come back and I have to run for this office because you need somebody who understands those levels of issues.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Self.
Thank you.